All your favorite wrestling shows rolled into one. Welcome to the We Book It podcast. Let's start the show.
Yo, what is going on, We Book It family? It's your boy, Mr. Teddy Lemon Pepper Step along. Back to you, gracing your screens with another Friday night SmackDown, lowdown, towdown, lowdown. Um, don't mind me. It has been a Friday night, and I'm fucking lit because this was actually not a bad SmackDown tonight. Even though we only got like 3 matches in hella fucking backstage segments and promos tonight. Like, if this was not the most promo filled SmackDown I've seen in quite some time, excuse me, that's the tequila shots. But welcome to another edition of the Lowdown, and here we go. So we kick off the show with Captain Cody in the ring. You know, QB1 coming in, talking about what happened at SummerSlam. Mind you, I was at SummerSlam this past weekend. I'm still working out the kinks on how I'm going to do a TikTok about all the matches and everything I got to see live. But I went from having my original seats that was basically like center of the ring, like you could see down the ramp, everything, to moving to a club box area where that like I was closer and everything was louder. But all in all, the experience at US Bank Stadium was freaking amazing. There was a lot of blackout areas, but I mean, a lot of those blackout areas were either closer to the stage or where the technicians and media people were at. So it didn't hurt anything. It didn't the upper level. Like, I'm pretty sure if more people wanted to come, they would have opened it up. But even with those sections being blacked out, it really didn't hurt anything. You know, so all in all, it was a great fucking experience. Got to actually meet Cameron, formerly with the Funkadactyls, Naomi's partner. Got to meet her outside of night 2. So big shout out to her. I think her new name is Ariana or something along those lines. I'm sorry if I messed it up and you see this. My apologies. But it was a pleasure and honor meeting her outside of the stadium, and she was super cool. She took a picture with one of my friends. And yeah, it was a pretty dope experience being at SummerSlam. Um, so back to the action, you know, Cody's questioning, basically if CM Punk knew anything about Randy Orton coming out, and basically they have a back and forth, but they also have a little brotherly moment where, you know, they're talking about, oh, we got unfinished business, and you know, CM Punk is like, hey, just tell me when, and we can run it back, and Cody's leaving the ring and insert Kevin Owens. Now, a lot of people don't know, and I'm still new to the learning of the beef, but there is a real genuine, like, we thought Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns didn't like Phil. Kevin Owens don't fuck with that man. And tonight it got pretty real during the promos to the point where that uh, the directors of the shows and producers of the matches were out there because they were going to have some real live words being said to each other. And CM Punk was always making a notion, I'm a professional, I'm a professional. But there was a moment when after Kevin Owens came out and he confronted CM Punk that they stood there, and you'll have to either go on Twitter or somewhere to see exactly what was said, because I'm pretty sure when they air it back, they're going to cut out a lot of things. But you could tell that they were having some real live moments about how they were going to cut their promo, because I guess it dates back to Ring of Honor and something CM Punk said about Kevin Owens' wrestling gear. He kind of made a jab at it again tonight in his promo while they were in the ring. But I honestly got a feeling that this match could possibly get really real. And they are set, Kevin Owens and CM Punk are set to have a title match August 21st. You know, but I can't quote everything from the promo tonight because my attention span is very short sometimes. My ADHD kicks in, and I can only remember so much for so long. But even with my notes, I wasn't going to type out all the promos because that was entirely too much. Um, but yeah. So after that segment and after Kevin Owens called CM Punk a son of a bitch on live TV, all because he states that he learned a lot from CM Punk on how not to become an arrogant, smug son of a bitch. Is basically what he said. So there's a lot of tension and heat. I hope even Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore um, said that there was some stuff that they can't even repeat on commentary because they were asked not to. So I got a feeling this got some real depth. This is almost 20 years in the making of some beef. So I'm really curious to see how this goes between Kevin Owens and CM Punk. If they can really be professionals like how CM Punk and Seth Rollins was. What's going on, Moon Sprout? How you doing? Um, I'm curious to see how professional they really can be, or if it's going to get really real and we're going to have a problem with the WWE Undisputed title. Um, Charlotte Flair calls out Jade Cargill, to basically tell her leave her baddies behind and for their one-on-one match. Excuse me, my apologies. The shots are kicking in right now. Um, and then we also had a Trick Williams promo on Baron Corbin because Baron Corbin, if y'all didn't know, Baron Corbin used the title to hit Trick Williams in the head with, and then hit him with the end of days at SummerSlam to claim the United States title. So Trick Williams is still upset and hot about that, which he rightfully should be because who wants to get hit in the head with the title belt and lose to freaking Baron Corbin? So first match of the night was Baron Corbin versus Trick Williams, and lo and behold, Baron Corbin did it again. He ends up Baron Corbin ends up hitting Trick Williams in the head again with the United States title, which ended up resulting in Baron Corbin winning and retaining his United States Championship. Um, we go backstage and we talk about how Sami Zayn feels like he's been wronged and how he's old and he deserves a lot of different things because of what happened when Kevin Owens been added to the SummerSlam number one contenders match, which was slated to be one-on-one between Sami Zayn and Finn Balor. Then became a triple threat with Gunther. And then when Kevin Owens' music hit, I promise you that entire arena went crazy. To hear Kevin Owens' music hit, it was amazing to hear that. Um, so we have another Baron Corbin moment backstage. He's talking with I think Kathy Kelly, and out of nowhere he gets attacked by Carmelo Hayes, and now we have Carmelo Hayes versus um, Baron Corbin next week in Boston. So we'll have a United States title match between Baron Corbin and Carmelo next week. We then get Chelsea Green in the ring, and she calls out everybody she's thanking. She calls out Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany has something that she wants to say. Um, okay, then. I don't know what the VIUS means, but good luck in trying to game people today. Um, and Tiffany Stratton calls out Chelsea Green calls out Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton comes. Tiffany's acting like she has something else she wants to say. I'm thinking that she wants to challenge for the women's championship, but ends up they get interrupted by Fatal Influence, and they make a deal with Fatal Influence that if Fatal Influence gives them a tag team title match tonight, that next week JC Jane will get a United States Women's Championship match. So we have Fatal Influence versus Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton tonight. Of course, Fatal Influence wins with a little help from JC Jane on the outside. And you know how that goes. So now JC Jane has won a women's United States Women's Championship match next week against Tiffany Stratton. So I'm curious to see if they're going to drop the title off of Tiffany and have Tiffany go after Chelsea. We're going to see. I just hope they don't do Chelsea Green bogus with the title reign. Then we get after the match we get Nia Jax, we get Nia Jax and Lash Legend coming in and attacking Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green. And Nia holds the women's championship over Chelsea Green. So I got a feeling she is going to be challenging Chelsea Green soon for the women's championship. You know, she lost it to Tiffany Stratton when she cashed in the Money in the Bank and hasn't had it back since. So I'm curious to see what happens with that with Nia Jax. Um, we have Damian Priest backstage with R-Truth and the War Raiders, and basically R-Truth comes in, puts his foot in his mouth yet again, and now there is going to be a triple threat match for the WWE Tag Team titles between R-Truth and Damian Priest, the War Raiders, and the MFTs, now who are draped with their father helping them out. It's crazy that you fire one son and hire the daddy. That is crazy work. But hey, WWE is a place of miraculous and mysterious things, you know. Um, After that, we have Randy Orton in the ring, and Cody comes out to fight him. Randy gets out, and they cut a back and forth promo, and um, Cody Rhodes is coming at Randy, and Randy's telling him, he said, I gave you the best of Randy Orton that I could, and you beat that best version of Randy Orton. But the what version of Randy Orton that's going to get the title back is the worst version of Randy Orton. And he has no problem being the worst version of himself to make sure he gets that done. So I'm curious if we got to go back to '09 Randy Orton where he's punting and kicking and beating everybody, because I want to see Randy get that record. And to be honest with you, in a couple years, I wouldn't mind if Randy broke John Cena's 17 reign, because honestly, Randy Orton and John Cena were both WWE lifers and they came in the same class. So it's going to be interesting and curious to see what happens with them and how that pans out. But I really hope Randy Orton can do that. We get another Sami Zayn, CM Punk segment backstage, and Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. I glossed over that part because it wasn't really intriguing to me. I'm kind of tired of the Johnny Gargano angle of him always planking. So I hope he really gets it together, or the creative gets it together and writes him a really dope storyline, because he can really wrestle his ass off. Then we get the main event tonight, which was Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill, which was really going good in a match. Charlotte put Jade in the figure eight, and then B-Fab and Michin came out and assisted to try and help Jade stay in the fight. And when they did that, next thing you know, you hear Alexa Bliss's music hit, and Alexa Bliss comes out, and she still has a brace on her arm, but she brings out Lily, and when she brings out Lily, the lights go out, and when the lights go out and come back on, we have our first NXT call up from the most recent class, which is Tatum Paxley. So Tatum Paxley was standing on top of the turn post and jumps off and lands on B-Fab and Michin. Charlotte Flair then hits Jade Cargill with the twisted, with the Sister Abigail DDT, and then hits her with a middle rope natural selection, and gets the 1-2-3, and Charlotte Flair beats Jade Cargill tonight on SmackDown. So we have a emerging new talent with Tatum Paxley. So I'm really curious to see what they do with her. I hope she doesn't end up like how Shotzi was, because I really wasn't a Shotzi fan. But I think Tatum Paxley can do some good things on SmackDown. I just need SmackDown to go back to 3 hours, because they got a lot of fucking talent. And now I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do with it, because we haven't seen Shinsuke. We haven't really seen a lot of wrestling in the tag team divisions. Like, with the show being so short, we're only getting like 3 matches and a lot of backstage segments. So you guys let me know what you guys think. But other than that, man, this has been another SmackDown Lowdown, Hold Down, Toe Down, Woe Down tonight with your boy, Mr. Teddy Lemon Pepper stepping along. So until then, you always guys know what to do. Keep your book and pencil sharp. And until then, we will see you out. Peace.